back, gamers and gentlemen, to another episode of Kuma's Never Played. Today, we've got a little older title. This is Bayonetta, in case you couldn't tell. Oh, it starts right back into the video there. We're trying something a little differently today. I have actually already played this game, and I am recording my voiceover of it later. That way I can actually enjoy the game as I'm playing it, and then give you my thoughts after. So we're getting right into the game. We're doing normal difficulty. In this game, I know it is a kind of a spectacle fighter shooter thing, kind of like a la, what do you call it? Like Dante's Inferno, or maybe even God of War. I know she's like a witch who uses her hair to fight, and for a costume, that's really, going through puberty there. It's really all I know about it. Oh my god, we did it again. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, we're squeaking. Alright, so this opening bit actually kind of threw me off a bit, because I did not know at first, for a second there, that, oh, I can fight. There's also no tutorial, not at this point, so I was mostly just spamming buttons and hoping shit worked.
And the lumen sages, controllers of the light. The
a little bit of
clans
lore
gave
here.
each other great respect, and their efforts to maintain the balance between them defended the just passage of time.
Yeah, at this point, I didn't know how to dodge. For people who might play this game, we know there's a dodge function, but I did not know about that at all. So I must just take hits to the face. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like you actually have HP in this opening section. I'm just kind of falling down on a clock tower, killing these. I didn't know what they were at first. Apparently, these are
flames
angels.
of hatred against each other, resulting in an era of strife. The conflict
Definitely wasn't difficult to figure out. You know, mostly just spam. I kind of figured pretty quick. Hold down the button to fire the gun. Left click was light attack, right click was heavy attacks.
Like the tremendous radiance of God shining upon them.
Yeah, I think I figured out right there that, or at least I finally noticed that, oh, you can jump into the heavy and do a little drop kick.
Years after the balance was lost, the war had ended in Umber Witch's favor.
It's a sick-looking dragon. Hey, it's the Chicken Red. Still not 100% sure, even after I've been playing the game a little bit, who she was, the Chicken Red. Yeah, I did that little wheel attack. I think I do that attack a couple times, and I do not remember what the buttons are.
Their victory was
You do unlock combos as you play. You have to kind of spend money on it. So I assume that's what the deal is. I just don't have that in the actual game. That enemy in the back is freaking weird. It has an upside down head with legs, wings, and two dragon heads.
Human faith in the miracles of their god pushed the witch hunts further, and soon the Umbra Witches, keepers of the darkness, were extinguished from the earth. All but one.
John! I'm okay! Let's go! Just stay close to me!
Thus, they continue to fall to Earth. And now this. Present day. Graphics definitely show their age, especially since I think this is oh god, what was this? This had to be like late PS2 or PS3 era. I should have checked, but I'm pretty sure this is a PS2 game. And the graphics show it. It's a good looking game for its time. Still kind of holds up. Lady in Red. Thus begins the annual butter carving. Oh. That's the annual jelly-filled fest. This year's entry is jelly-filled priests. sure there if they were transforming into the angels, or the angels were like watching them there. So we're getting right into it. Just jump and start. Start ourselves off in a graveyard. Very spoopy. Developed by Team Little Angels. Aren't that adorable? Looks very Charlie's Angels. I love that they do the credits on the gravestones. Which had to be weird for people whose like actual names are on there. Yuji Shimomura, Cinematics Director. Producer, Yusuke Hashimoto. Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel having my name on a gravestone. Director, Hideki Kamiya. And this is a bit of class right here.
It looks like Humpty Dumpty's taking his last fall. Even Old Eggman the Destroyer gets scrambled in the end, right?
Love that they keep calling him Eggman.
You know, I still don't get why the hell you drag me out here for these things.
I love that look at me being a stereotypical, you know, New York, Chicago kind of a underbelly dude, moving my hands around, smoking a cigar.
People been waiting for this asshole to get whacked for ages. What? Hell, look around. There's no love lost for old Humpty Dumpty. But you gotta keep the outfit happy. We don't take care of him, they take care of us.
He's also your exposition dump for
And
this
I
game.
prefer my shoes made out of rubber, not concrete. But hey,
Like a weird
it's got
cross
to be
between
town.
the
Well,
penguin
good-hearted souls like us
and
don't put these bastards 6 feet
Matilda's
under.
dad
Where's
from the movie
society
Matilda.
be? Of course, the pay's not bad either. Jesus, you really get into this shit, don't you? If it were me, I'd be praying he ends up barbecue. Or at least sunny side up.
Yes, we get it. He looks like an egg. So do you.
You can keep praying, but the only way this guy's meeting the Lord is if God's hungry for breakfast. Speaking of hungry, we done here? My kids are baking me a birthday cake tonight. Cute little fuckers, I tell you what. Well then,
The fact that this man not only has a wife but also procreated astounds me. Ruh-roh.
What the fuck? They're here? For this douchebag? Ah! I hate this damn light. I can't see a thing. Oh! But they're there, ain't they? You hearing me? You can see them, can't you?
I see them. They are instruments of God, descending upon his heavenly rays to earth.
Oh my God!
Dear Lord, grant us guidance, and keep safe the souls of our loved ones for all eternity.
I'm not sure still like what her relationship to God is supposed to be, because she's sitting here praying. She just said a prayer to God, and yet she lets the Bible fall into the mud, and obviously she kicks some serious angel ass. So I don't get what that's all supposed to be about. These things are so weird looking. They're like chicken people with masks on. Now we get to the ass whooping. Look at them, they're so full of jelly. Riding that guy like a skateboard. Dialogue in this game's corny. Warning.
You're tired. Let me tuck you in.
Yeah, like that. Apparently, I thought at first, oh, you know, I can't see a damn thing. I thought he's like, oh, it's like a good light. He's an asshole, so you can't see. Apparently, this all just takes place in, like, a different plane. That's when she jumped through that portal and he turned, like, invisible. he can't see any of this because it's on a different plane of existence. So all he sees are just like shit bouncing around everywhere.
Oh, shit! Forgive me, Hitman! I didn't mean all that Humpty Dumpty shit! I swear!
Ruh-roh.
Next time you want me hands on me, you better make sure I'm dead. Now move out the way.
Oh.
Rodan?
If it ain't my good buddy Enzo, how about you get out of here?
So his name is Rodan, but it's spelled Rodin.
You die.
I'm really glad they actually talk, because I would never pronounce that Rodan.
Money you owe me.
Do you naughty little angels deserve a good spanking?
That's suggestive. Director's
Beautiful.
stone just getting fucked. Ooh. Ah. E. Who needs clothes? I have hair. Hopefully this doesn't get me flagged. Praise the sun.
Bayonetta.
And pistol. This game basically takes every single opportunity it can to show you her butt, her boobs, have her spread her legs. And I get that's kind of like what the game is. It's supposed to be kind of like awkwardly hypersexualized.
Now, this is cheeky. Throwing me these cheap toys.
Don't worry about quality. I've got quantity.
So funny story, I never saw this, from this point on, I didn't see this cutscene because my stepsister and her husband came in and started talking to me. So I actually had to step away from the computer. So this is the first time I'm seeing this part of the cutscene. Jesus. Alright, that's just a waste of
You're
bullets.
just gonna watch. I'm putting you to the work.
Ha! Home run.
That was your last call. No more shots from me, Bayonetta.
Ta-da!
As long as there's music, I'll keep on dancing.
Is that a meta joke for the background music? Are you self-aware? So do a little quick punch. And then pretty much what I had already figured out, that the right was a hard hit.
Beautiful.
Now it tells you to combo and gives you kind of a list, and I kind of test out a couple different ones here. That one's pretty basic. Boom, boom, boom. Too heavy, light. That's right. That's what that was an uppercut. I need to remember that one for when I'm actually playing. Very useful to juggle them. Yes. That one I like because you just get to toss them around. I think I get tired of that. Yep, I do. Evasion. This is the fucking useful shit. I think I still fuck it up. No, I get it that time. That he gets me a bit there. Okay, I think I decide I'm good here. Do I do it one more? Yeah, I do it one more time. What was this? This is witch time. So you do a dodge, as we'll see in a second here. Right here. Nope, I fucked that up. 2, 1. You do the dodge, and bullet time. Now you can, like, beat the shit out of him when it's slowed down. The other advantage to be talking over this and not doing it at the same time is you don't have to listen to me spamming buttons or spamming clicks. Alright, so now they actually let you try it a bit. Definitely not good at dodging. So you can press Alt to lock on. You pick up halos, which are like currency. There we go, got some bullet time. That was good. Most of these moves are still me spamming. I really don't pay attention too much to which buttons are doing what. So I definitely get some cool hits here now and then, but I don't remember what any of them do. I just get really excited when I do something cool. The lock-on mechanic is pretty good when you're mostly one-on-ones. You don't miss anybody, but when you get to groups of enemies, I almost find it a liability. Because I kind of want my kicks and punches to go wild, so I'm spreading the damage around a bit. That's just me. Thankfully, a lot of those enemies aren't too smart. They'll just power attack. Oh, damn. That's right. I got witch time there for not really sure why. What was I was saying something? I forget. That's what I get for diverting my thoughts. Alright, kill all of those, and that's right. I'm gonna get some new enemies, and they're gonna give me a new tutorial here in a second. Yeah, it's the little heads, little angel baby heads. Yep, now they're gonna tell me how to shoot. So again, I pretty much already figured it out. Hold the button down for the kicks. This one took me a second. I couldn't really get what it was telling me to do for a bullet climax. And then I figured it out, and it still took me a minute to figure out you can actually move this. Which I don't think I figured out in the tutorial. I think I figured it out in the act when I leave the tutorial. I thought I had to move the mouse to get it. Oh no, I figured it out here. I used the arrow buttons. There we go. Now I'm climaxing some bullets. Probably one of the coolest designs of Bayonetta is the fact that she has guns as heels for her shoes, which really let the designers or the developers kind of get her in some crazy poses for just firing bullets off in whatever directions. And that if you don't know this about Bayonetta, I know I said this, referenced it earlier, her outfit is an extension of her hair. All of her bodysuit and those little flappy things coming off of her, that's all extensions of her hair. So there's actually, I noticed, certain melee combos that make use of her kind of slapping people around with, like, black tentacles and summoning these giant fists and demons made out of her hair. As you do that, she's actually wearing less and less clothing. So interesting detail there, I guess. I think that's the last one? Yes. So these cutscenes are odd. Not all cutscenes are animated. Some of them, like this, they'll be talking, and movement will be happening in small details, like the feathers here. But it's mostly them just kind of standing there. So I think this dude counts as like a boss. This one kind of teaches that you can double jump, slow fall.
Damn it, who did that? I just bought the damn thing.
And he can't see, so he doesn't know it was Bayonetta.
Haven't you figured it out yet? There's no quarter for you in this world.
Just spraying with bullets at this point. And did not realize that big guy was back there. He kind of spooked me. Take a few more hits than probably necessary, but I think I do okay here. Very nice. Again, I don't believe I have health in this fight, so I really wasn't too worried. I kind of figured this little prologue I was kind of safe. Look at me learning. That was a slick move. And then I just beat this dude into the fucking ground. There we go. Boss dead. Only got a silver medal for it. Didn't do too well. Took a lot of damage.
Rodan should be paying me for even touching these toys.
You have any idea how much this is gonna cost to fix? How the fuck do I always get wrapped up in this shit?
And
Engine still purrs nicely.
it purrs
Now,
nicely.
About this little thing you've been looking into for me, Enzo. Let's have a quick chat.
See? This is why I told you I was going home. I just got held up in the air by some invisible things, and you want an intelligence briefing? It never stops with you!
You keep bellyaching like that, and you're liable to wake Eggman from the dead. And I don't think either of you would like that. Catch you later, Bayonetta. Something tells me you're gonna need a rush on our special project before the shit hits the fan.
Wait, Rodan. What about Eggman?
Such a popular chap. I bet they hate him down there as much as you did when he was up here. We just need to make sure he won't come crawling back when they kick him out.
Nothing a flower bed can't fix. Fill her up.
You heard the man. Finish up in 5 minutes or you're walking home to your cake and candles.
What? Don't you leave me here!
Still don't understand who this Eggman dude is. I thought he was referring to Rodan, but apparently not.
Whoa, what a
Car's all
day.
nice and beat up. Well done.
Screwed. It's gonna take every cent I earned on this charade to pay for the damage.
I love that she's got her feet dangling out the broken windshield.
If I could see them bastards that did this to my car, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Pay attention.
How can you be so calm? You're still getting screwed in all this too.
And Mr.
Of all the
Exposition
lowlifes
Enzo
coming
back in
through
town.
in this town, I've never seen one get wrapped up in a fight with God's messengers. Dressed like a nun too. When you end up in the afterlife,
That sounds like a
that's
delivery's
not
here
going to be
outside.
pretty.
Hope you can't hear
I
that.
can't help it if I like the little outfits. The toys are nice too.
Hey, 20 years ago, you woke up stuck in a casket at the bottom of a lake. All you can remember is that you're a witch. But now, you're stuck because you gotta sacrifice our halo-wearing friends every day or they'll drag your ass back down to hell. I know, I thought I got screwed, but being forced to slap around the divine for a living, that's really getting screwed.
If I needed a biographer, you wouldn't be my first choice. I see to the funeral. You get me the information I asked for. That was our deal.
Come on now! Look at my poor car! I'm working for free after this! At least let me get a drink at Rodon's before you start grilling me. The info I got is good. It's gonna get you close to finding the other stone in the pair and figuring out some of that lost past of yours. I swear.
I will say, watching this again, it's nice to get some of that background. I really wasn't paying attention last time, I guess.
Tools instead of cash, just like a girl. Jesus, can't you take a joke?
Enzo, someone's given you a present. Too bad. I can't stand bugs.
Well.
What the fuck?
Whee! Which time? Time to go be badass. So this is hilarious because the model of that character just looks like it's stuck in the bottom. Flip, flip, witches. Did show again. I thought it was hilarious the first time I saw it. It looked like they just kind of glued the character's model to the bottom of that flipping piece of metal. And it's Jean again from that cutscene. Except Bayonetta doesn't really know her name anymore. It's just the audience. Wee splat. Nope, all good.
What's the matter, Bayonetta? All that sleeping made you soft.
Yes. Can't tell what her guns say. I know Bayonettas have a name when she gets them. I thought I was going to be fighting her, but you're actually just fighting more of these dudes. This is really just an extension of the opening prologue. You'll see there in the upper right, or upper left, I've got a little bar that's filling up, because that is trying to teach me a new mechanic. Which I wasn't really understanding, so I kind of sit here for a second. I only do 20 megatons of damage, which I think that means I just drop a gravestone on that guy. So mostly the idea here is beat the shit out of these enemies and build the magic bar. And I can do what's called a torture attack. So I spam the heavy attack. Still don't do much there, but it looks like it's always a kill anyway, so I don't know what the deal is. So these guys kind of break through the witch time effect that I had going. So I've gotten really comfortable with at this point, and right there it says if you take damage, your magic gauge goes down. It doesn't just goes down, it depletes completely. So you have to be really careful, which I'm not. I take more damage there. I'm being really cocky. I'm not being careful. I'm not evading. I've got a minute left, and it looks like time just really ramped up there. I've got 60 of whatever those non-seconds are, because maybe those are John Schmeckens. I take another hit. I've got 30 left. I'm not paying attention to the time at all. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we crash into a fucking building. Did not realize what I was doing. Did not pay attention, so. Dodge out of the way, and I spam the fuck out of this thing. Kick him into the, I forget what that thing's actually called. I know it's got a name and I forget. I'm ashamed of myself. Beat the level, get me my gold medal. These two are about to start working together. It's gonna be fucking sick. Ta-da! 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 Bang. She can fly, she can fly, she can fly. Bayonetta's like, alright, well, fuck. She got away. Guess it's back to the grind. Gotta save the toady. Ow. Like, I realize he just fell into the, like, softness of his seeds, but that would still hurt. Stab. Nice. Gates of Hell. Coolest bar ever.
Those assholes sure know how to get attention. Even perk the ears of the hotheads down home.
You don't say.
It's getting harder and harder to tell the worlds apart.
More exposition.
Human world. Inferno. Paradiso. Who can tell the difference?
I mean, they all look different. They're all separate, so...
Even harder with Purgatorio in the middle. Fight long enough in there and you'll really lose sight. Why the sudden interest in metaphysics?
It's a balance, right? Even if some of them like messing around with the humans, we've all got a stake in the status quo. But people keep fucking around like this, the Book of Revelations is gonna look like Mother Goose. Heaven and hell are gonna go straight for each other's throats.
Heaven and hell can tear each other to pieces for all I care. I've
Ooh,
got
edgy.
my own problems to worry about.
Something's up. Everything was a bit too racing, and Enzo's tip makes the timing too perfect. This reeks of a setup. Someone
I'm still not sure about him either. He's like some kind of demon, and I don't know if he's like possessing a human or if that's just like a human form.
got a little present for you.
And I'm pretty sure this is the first game in the series, so I don't know if you're just supposed to accept a lot of these relationships, and they're explained like later.
An alloy the devil himself would kill to get his hands on. Don't break these, because they're one of a kind.
Ooh. She licks her lips because she's sexual. Also, her guns are called Scarborough Fair, which I love. Celtic woman, anyone? They're both about to go to work. Ha!
Calling me out? I don't go in for strange offers. Then again, I'm getting a little tired of these weaklings they keep throwing at me. Maybe I should aim for something a bit more high class.
Pounding them down tonight, baby. Not to butt into your affairs, but I'm pretty sure you got somewhere better to be. The guys you're up against aren't the type to wait for you to finish a round. Enzo, heard things are going on your tab, buddy. You deadbeat motherfucker.
Ha! That is the end of the prologue. Used item? No. What do we get? I get a silver award. I'll take it. I'll accept that. So this is an interesting little mini game here. So I guess in between chapters, you can earn bullets, and you can use those bullets. Yeah, it kind of goes over it here. Aim and fire on the targets. For each bullet in your possession, you can fire 3 times. Aiming and hitting valid point, blah, 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 blah. Get a high score, get rewards. So you can pop these guys in the head, what you're supposed to do. I'm a terrible shot, however. I just start popping bullets. And I'm out of bullets. End up with 30 points, so I can grab a lollipop, which I believe these give me bonuses during the next level, is how it works. So I kind of read through. That's the car starting up again. I apologize. There we go. I go with the green. Should let my health regenerate. Because we're actually going to have health now. The Angels Metropolis. We're going to go straight into start. I don't know if you can practice during those little mini scenes, or during those like loading scenes, but the game loads too fast, so I never have a chance.
On the black market. He calls it the right eye, saying it's part of some set called the Eyes of the World. Fits the bill of what you're after, don't it?
Indeed.
Now, here's the funny bit. The stone passes around the halls of power for hundreds of years, vanishes, and then the black market goes white hot for the thing. But the seller wanted an arm and a leg for it, to the point no one could stomach the price. So back goes the stone. But not before everyone figures out where the guy is. You're gonna enjoy doing this one, I bet. I love sticking it to the rich. Of course, when you do, don't forget your old buddy Enzo stuck his neck out on this one. Slide me a few fuzzoles out of the rich guy's pocket for my troubles, right? Anyway,
I hate the rich. By the way, make me rich.
Before the trail gets cold, off to the middle of nowhere, paradise of Europe. Vigrid.
I wonder if Vigrid's a real place. Someone let me know in the comments. Is Vigrid a real place? How did she make it onto that train and it... with... you know what? I'm not gonna... yeah. Bayonetta. So I think this means that she's currently in Purgatorio, which I think is that kind of mid-dimension she jumps into when she fights monsters. That's when people become all, like, invisible, I think. Which is interesting. People aren't supposed to be able to detect her while she's in Purgatorio. But if you watch what happens here in a second, they obviously do.
This is supposed to be paradise?
Yeah, people are like, what? Gunfire? Resident of Vigrid. Maybe part of the religious doctrine, but everyone is wearing holy vestments. As long as I'm in Purgatorio, I won't be able to intervene. Means I should be able to get around this place without their interactions either. So, I mean, they can obviously hear something, I guess, maybe? I don't know, it's odd. I don't really understand how Purgatorio works, I guess. I do dig the, like, butterfly effects, however, when she double jumps here. I guess butterflies are, like, thematically tied to her somehow. So we go through the metal detector, it detects nothing. At least I thought it didn't. I guess it did. Okay. Didn't realize that. This thingy. So slowly kind of figured out, gotta beat the shit out of this wall. I start doing heavy attacks. There we go, that works. Kind of mess with this, don't really get it. I didn't notice that little sun insignia on there. I probably should have. So I kind of sitting here, kind of trying to figure out what's going on. I realized, oh, you can fall down here and it's safe. I see this thing bearing the seal of the sun. Again, remember, I did not make the connection that this is connected to the door in any way. So I jump back up, grab that little mandragora root. I kind of figure, oh, maybe I can... Oh, excuse me, yawning. I figure maybe I can get through there, but I can't. It's locked on the side. So I jump across again. I'm going to try and figure out, maybe there's something I can do. There's got to be a way out of this.
You want to touch me? You want to touch
Yeah, I realized right there was a taunt button. Realized I can break statues right here, which is going to be very critical in a minute. Because I get the idea, hang on, there's another statue down here. You see what I mean right there? Her clothes kind of fall off as she does special attacks, and wouldn't you know it, look what I find. And suddenly this has gone from Bayonetta to Kingdom Hearts 3. I loved this key. I really hope this is a mechanic that repeats in the game, because this is so much fun. Look at that. Sora, you dog. Kairi has really grown up, let me tell you. Alright, we open the door to Kingdom Hearts. Look at that. Kingdom Hearts is light. Got a platinum medal. Huzzah! Oh shit. We pick up a book, Voyage Towards Truth, some kind of lore thing. I think I started reading the first page and then just immediately figured, fuck it. Kind of figured out how to get out of there. Then we went hit exit. Ran around, trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. As for how I felt about this game up to this point, it was, so far I was enjoying it. Nothing big had really happened yet. We encountered puzzles like this, which do require kind of neat ways to solve things. Wicked Weave, this is interesting. So this was the whole deal about how she can use her hair to, like, summon demons. Which I'd done on accident a couple times, and mostly just figured there was, like, one combo where I knew how to do it. This one. Which is really just spamming the light button, the light attack button. There's a down attack one, too. Again, I do it on accident a couple times. Never mean to do it. Punch a motherfucker. Got a pure platinum. No damage and took care of it very quickly. So she uses hair-related demon magic to break those seals. Here we have the, what is it, the Umbra Witches and the Lumen Sages. That's what they're called. Yeah. Didn't really understand what that meant until I started messing with this. Figured, activate, what's that mean? Dodged. Activated my witch bullet time thing. Enter hypersensitive state, huh? Didn't really do what I was supposed to do with it and wasted it. So, figured, alright, we'll do it again. Activate it, and I dodge way too early. Okay, one more time. Activate. Take. There we go. I thought I got hit by that there. Apparently not. So I jump. I run across the water. Just in time. Get another little item, little green laurel. Don't really know what those do. Haven't used any like item crafting stuff yet. This is pretty self-explanatory. Beat the shit out of those, jump down onto the platform. But yeah, so far, we've had some pretty simple puzzles to solve. Combat's mostly just been find whatever attack works best for you, even though obviously different attacks do different things. Most of these not bullet hell, what do you call these, spectacle fighters, it really does come down to find the combo that you like the most and then just spam the fuck out of it. We get a little cutscene right here. First time we see one of these. Rodon.
I knew it. This town's teeming with heaven's little helpers. It's making my buddies downstairs awfully nervous.
And your point is?
Some places in this world are closer to Paradiso or Inferno. The rat hole of the town you and I live in is close to both. But the Vigridians, they got a special air about them. They're closer to Paradiso than anyone should ever be. And that shit just plain creeps me out. I guess I'm gonna have to set up shop here and score me some halos. These stupid rings are worth a fortune back home. Since it seems you're spoiling for a fight, if you come across any of these, bring them to me, and I'll hook you up.
So basically all this scene is telling me is make sure you collect halos from enemies, because you can go back to him and
I'm beginning to
pay
see
him
why
for stuff.
Enzo is so fond of you.
Real cute. But let's get one thing straight. Your fights are yours alone. I'm only here to watch my handiwork in action. So don't get any bright ideas about coming to me for help.
No. You get one thing straight. I'm not the slightest bit interested in the fact that you made these guns. If you get in my way, I will... How do the Americans put it? Oh yes. Bust a cap in your ass.
Ha!
Right on, baby. Right on.
Weird. Anyway, back to the game. Okay, you'll notice a little mini jump there. I was just messing with the controls. It was kind of it was up in the mouse sensitivity for looking around, as well as the inverting the x-axis. Got ourselves a unicorn horn. A couple extra little resources here. Still not sure what the resources are for, but you know. Another thing, a broken witch heart. Didn't even see that up there. That was just luck. So now we get outside. Shit's about to get interesting. The story so far is a little odd, like I said. It's really been kind of bits and pieces. It feels very, I think they call it a in media res. I kind of looked like I could have grabbed that crow, but I missed. You know, it feels like the story's already kind of happened a bit. We're missing details. I assume we'll get those as I play the game. But for now, there's just little questions I have. Who is Rodan? You know, who am I? What kind of mission are we on? Who's this organization that her and Enzo work for, apparently? And it's really interesting. In the presence of these angels, it looks like, you know, good things do happen. You know, you got the light of God. They're descending from heaven. Flowers are blooming. And yet, they're our enemies. They're trying to kill us. So that's another thing. It's, why is heaven trying to kill us? Is heaven bad? So hopefully I get some more details as I go through the game. Character-wise, Bayonetta's fun, Rodan's fun, Enzo's kind of a cheeky little toady buddy. I think this is the first fight I get to use Scarborough Fair, so this should be fun. Right off the bat, I can torture attack. And now these guys drop their axes. Now, I do an attack here in a second. Yeah, this. I don't know how I did that. I'd really love to remember, but I forget. Dodge. There you go, baby. Yeah, see, shit like that. I don't know how I did that. I wish I did, but I don't. More of them show up off to the screen here. Little angel head dude skis. Keep an eye on that dude with the mace, because he's about to give us another fun toy. Bloop. He drops his mace, which we're going to pick up here. Wasn't quite sure how to use it. It's a very short-range weapon. Have ourselves fun punishing these guys. Pretty simple fight up till here. Didn't get the witch time there. There we go. Now we get our witch time. Yeah. Punch him in his big, dumb angel face. Yeah, so he drops a trumpet, of all things. Which would have been really fun to play with, except I really didn't get a good chance to have some fun, because this thing shows up, and if you look, that thing's got that little face of a cherubim, but when he first reared his head, he had a very monstrous mouth under there. This fight gets a little Dark Souls. Yeah, it didn't happen. I'm pretty sure I dropped the trumpet, realized, it's not worth it. Now, interesting little thing here, I realized, oh, you can attack that little crystal, but he isn't having it. But you can megaton it and break out of his fist. Fight's pretty simple. It's really just dodge the swings of the axe, and if you're gonna attack him from the back, be prepared to break out of his hand. You do take a little bit of damage as you're in his fist, but if you break out quickly, you only take a tiny little bit. Other than that, very simple fight. Let's see, I think I dodge one more time. Yep. Yeah, and then this fucking happens. I summon my hair demon, eat the dude, and then we continue. This was a disappointment, because if you notice, I can pick up the axe. But it just becomes that little thing. I really wanted to just be carrying around the giant fucking one. We are going to skip ahead here just a little bit. Okay, so we're breaking through the door now. I just had to break through a couple of enemies. Just wanted to skip through that so we could get to this. So Bayonetta's having some memories triggered here. All of a sudden she's in this old nun's witch outfit. More British Umbra witches. And hey, remember that? It's our buddy from the opening of the game. Look at me activating witch time like a boss. So, Big Dragon Face here just has no chill, which you'll see in a second here. So he decides he's having none of it. He's gonna eat my friends. Prime attack opportunity for me to get over there. Guns do not deal a ton of damage. They are not made for a fight like this, I think. I take the full brunt of that to the face. And once again, do not read the attack correctly. I do manage to get some hits in. And we start getting some fireballs at me. Very probably the easiest attack of his to dodge. I learned from there, managed to dodge the attack. Kind of fucked up there. Learned from that, got in. Well on him a bit. Nope, I took that one to the face. And it backs off. Now, I don't know if it backed off because I got low health or because I got its health to a certain amount. But yeah, it decides we're fucking out of here. That's right, you better run! Pussy ass head dragon bitch. She kind of comes back to it here. Now you might notice something that I did not notice when I was playing this. I have like no health left. I enter the gates of hell here, which is Rodan's bar. I go in, I buy some new guns. We're just gonna skip that. So now we got Boyo here. Very similar to the one we fought earlier, but this one's got an old man's face. And I don't know what his goal was here, but I literally just sit here wailing on his fist while he continues to bang this section of walkway into the ground. I don't know what would happen here if I just let him keep doing this. Truly the most exciting part of this. W in space, jump, land, take that kitty girl pose. And we think, oh, we can go forward, we're good, we're safe, no problems. Oh my god, he's back! Who could have foreseen that? And he's got more of his health back. Man, this thing was not coded for you. What are you doing? Witch time him a bit here. Good hits, good hits, good hits. He almost falls, pulls himself right back up. We dodge the hit. Get him more witch time done on his elbow. He's gonna have some serious what was that? Tennis elbow when he's done? I realize very quickly I have to kill this guy before he destroys my platform. Start laying into him with the heavy hits. And there we go. We're gonna climax this guy. Eye of Agamotto, whatever she yells. He starts freaking out. Not gonna happen. Slap his hand away. And he's about to get dragon slapped here. Sounds like a freaking ape. And my demon hair literally eats him. I wonder if I get the sustenance for that? Like, is Bayonetta really full now? Alrighty, and I think right about here I decided we were going to wrap this up. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. This was a really interesting game. I'm really glad I finally played this. This is definitely going to be another one I finish. This one and Ori are games that I've already been spending hours on. A little more angel attack here. But thank you, everyone, again so much for watching. Do not forget, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Leave a comment to let me know how I did. Let me know how amazed you are that I've never played this game before. Don't forget to like us on social media. We are GamerKulture everywhere. All the links are down below if you cannot find them elsewhere. And until next time, gamers, stay cultured.